Now, the Nazis changed a massive amount about work for a number of different people, and we're trying to reach this conclusion: were German people actually better off? Well, firstly, work was obviously a thing the Nazis could literally do to make people's lives better, right? Nazis were reducing unemployment. They were using things like the National Labour Service, getting people into a job where they could be paid and their life could be better. However, German people were also kind of losing rights at the exact same time. See, there's a group called the Deutsche Arbeitsfront. This is my favourite one. It basically means the Labour Front. It is essentially the thing that replaced trade unions after they were banned in the Reichstag fire. The Deutsche Arbeitsfront would be basically a club. You would have to join so that you could get a job. If you were not a member of the Deutsche Arbeitsfront, you were ineligible to get a job. You were forced to be unemployed, and you probably wouldn't be included on an unemployment figure. See, this meant that people were kind of being forced to being Nazi. If you were seen not doing Nazi stuff, if you were seen supporting Jewish people or seen talking in a bad way, you could lose your membership of the Labour Front, and that would mean you could lose your job. Now, as part of the Deutsche Arbeitsfront, these groups continued to indoctrinate the people that were working in there. The Beauty of Labour scheme that was trying to make people have better working environments would make you think the Nazis cared about your work. And I mean, Strength Through Joy was a process that was trying to make people like working because they would receive rewards. One of the most famous rewards that was being offered by Strength Through Joy was a Volkswagen car. It was a car invented by the Nazis. People, Wagen, car, Volkswagen, people's car. The Nazis would go around saying that we want a house, a garden, and a car for every worker. And those cars became jobs for people as well. This whole cycle was an indoctrination style attempt to make people love working for the Nazis. See, these results actually are very impressive, and they were only achievable because the Nazis had that enabling law that they could do whatever they liked without anyone interrupting. See, the Nazis did fulfill their promises to provide work for workers, but the workers lost their own rights to basically fight back and earn more money from the Nazis. They could not quit without the government's permission, and they were banned from striking, as you've probably seen this year with teacher strikes. People could be forced to work as many hours as the Nazis wanted, which, to be honest, sounds like overwork. As much as they might have gained, there were people that suffered. Now, as well as that, the Strength Through Joy, KDF, Deutsche Arbeitsfront did provide rewards for Germans. There was holidays, there was theatre trips, travel. That does not mean the workers had the time nor the money to actually afford to go and do those trips. You know famously that pretty much nobody was able to afford a Volkswagen car by the time the war began. As much as all of these things sound great, Germany was actually not the greatest place to live as well. Now, I'm going to give you a couple more questions just to make sure you've got a grip on this section, because knowing this means you know exactly how to talk about that question 5, about explaining what ways that workers maybe were affected by the Nazi government. So firstly, how did the world of work control German people, for question 1? What was the Labour Front? What was Strength Through Joy? And can you explain the Volkswagen campaign? But lastly, and most importantly, were they better off or not? Check pages 56 and 57 for more detail in the textbook, but please message us for any more. All right, good luck. See you later.